Now first off, what do all of these instances have in common? Well, they show a clear intent from United to simply not play with the ball in their own half. Build-up was a massive talking point for United last year, and it simply hasn't been to start this Premier League campaign, as United simply don't take any risks anymore. We go long at almost every opportunity, and against Sunderland, it did work. Mount spoke about it being an intent of United. This wasn't something simply just to protect the new goalkeeper. We're 7 games into the new Premier League season now, and this has been a clear intent by United throughout all of those games. Yes, against Sunderland, we did seem to double down on this approach. But it's been there the whole time. And hell, even from throw-ins against Sunderland, we were trying to go direct into Seshko and try and win those second balls. The purpose of today's video is to look at whether this is a sustainable method now for Amorim's United and what I think needs to be done to make this more successful. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's get into it.
Let's go.
So looking at the stats, United have the highest percentage of launch passes from the goalkeeper this year, with first in completed long passes, with 18th in touches in our own third. We're also 5th for overall tackles in the league as well. So that direct tactical intent is clear now. And looking at these attacking stats where you can say it's clearly working. We're first in total shots, we're third in non-penalty XG. I could question the quality of the shots as United are still struggling for shots on target. But that's sort of expected with a super direct style. But on the other hand, the direct style does seem to be hurting us defensively. We're first in XG per shot allowed, and we've allowed the 4th most XG overall as well. It's not as bad as the Ten Hag days, but we're still anything from compact. It can definitely work up against teams like Burnley and Sunderland, and it has so far this season. They've been our best performances. We can bully those sort of teams and win the majority of the second balls. But what happens against teams when you can't do that as much then? Using transitions and being direct has been a big part of our history. But when we were winning titles, we were far more than just that. To limit the Sir Alex teams to just that is going to be a major insult on his legacy. And hell, this build-up stuff, it isn't easy. Even Slot right now, with Liverpool after winning the title just last year, he's struggling with efficiency and build-up this term. And the Premier League is playing short less, but it still has its place. The very best teams show that tactical diversity and they show the ability to play with the ball in different game states and to slow and to pick up the pace whenever it's needed. And this is what I'm going to want from Amorim next, to bring a mixture of the build-up to go with the long balls. We remember last season Amorim saying that we were going to suffer, but this season things were going to get better.
Or we start now, we risk a little bit, we suffer a little bit, and in the next year, we will be better at this point, so we have to risk it a little bit. And they are thinking too much because we are changing too much with 2 trainings without space to improve in training.
He regularly talked about playing more with the ball rather than without it, especially against big teams last year. He talked a lot about having more control of the game, but we haven't quite seen that just yet. United constantly hoofing it long to Seshko. Is this really the long-term aim? And it seems United have gone that sort of direction with the signings. Seshko, he's a clear upgrade on Højlund for this game model. He's definitely more suited to winning those duels from long balls. And Buemo was very good at feeding off Ivan Toney's ability to make the ball stick. And even Lamens showed much better long passing than he did short distribution during his short career so far. So was this the reason Ineos and Amorim went his way? And only really Baleba was a target in midfield, as United didn't see it as a priority. Instead, we'd rather Fernandes in there, spraying the long balls from deep. A big reason why Maino isn't getting minutes right now is because he's a player who prefers a close proximity play, and he simply isn't suited to playing super direct. And this isn't a back 5 thing either, before we start thinking I'm criticising that. Inzaghi at Inter adopted some wild build-up patterns, but they worked for large periods and it got him a lot of success. I'm not saying Amorim needs to be so drastic, but he needs to find something that works. And it isn't even just a build-up thing. When we're in the opposition half, not everything has to be so rushed. Amorim's current game model bypasses build-up and central progression to get into the dangerous areas quicker. We can exploit the gap in individual quality and physicality then to bully the opposition. It's another reason why Amorim Sporting did super well in the league, but not so much in Europe. You can only get away with playing this direct up to a certain point. And even Mount's goal is a clear example of us avoiding that central progression. Can you really compete with the top teams kicking it long this consistently, playing this direct? I can see United scraping a European place, but nothing more unless we see some changes. And this will be Amorim's eventual challenge. If he manages to scrape enough points to save his job this season, pivoting away from this super direct style is going to become a priority. But can he implement anything else? Can he show the tactical diversity that's required? I'm not here today to ask him to play prime tiki-taka football, because that's what a lot of people think when you emphasise that sort of build-up. But instead, I want United to be able to attack in different ways, to be able to pin the opposition in their own half when we have the ball. I spoke about it last season. It's been a consistent problem for United now. And going long this consistently, for me, just isn't that sustainable. It works when we can bully the opposition, and it does also work against the top teams when they attack us aggressively and they leave that space in behind. But there's a lot of other games sandwiched in between those two situations. What happens with those ones then? And I said even before this season, the United need to treasure the ball a little bit more. But with the direction the club is pivoting into, getting rid of players like Xerxes and Mino is probably going to be the next stage. And we're in favour then of more physical profiles. And personally, I only think that works up to a point. You need that blend of technical and physical in your squad throughout the lineup to be truly successful in the Premier League. We've seen that for decades now. So there we are, guys. I'm not here to fully criticise Amorim's style of play right now, but I'm just saying, eventually we're going to have to pivot from it. And can he do that as United manager? That's going to be his next major challenge for me. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. As always, drop a like if you enjoyed the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you in the next one.